everyone. Welcome to Healing Through Brokenness, a space where pain meets purpose and faith meets fear. My name is Nkemjika Azuma, and today's episode is titled The Leftovers. There's something sacred about what's left after the breaking, the forgetting, the rejection. Something holy in the fragments that others overlook. We often chase the firsts, the full plates, the grand entrances. But what if God moves mightily in the leftovers? I have come to realize that the leftovers aren't a sign of lack or weakness. They are a canvas of divine abundance. When love has been withdrawn, when kindness feels stolen, when decisions, desires, and promises dissolve before your eyes, what remains still holds the power of resurrection. Because God doesn't discard the broken, He dwells in it. He picks up what is scattered and speaks new names over what has been dismissed. He breathes into what have been abandoned and pours oil over what's dry. He touches the places where hope was last seen and says, "Start here." Even if you feel like the leftover, don't lose faith. Even when it feels like everything has been taken, the presence of God gives you more than what you can imagine. He does not just restore, He transforms. From the margins, He builds miracles. From the scraps, He makes a feast. From the signs, He builds a song. So yes, Lord, if all I am is what's left, use it, fill it, name it holy. Because with you, even leftovers overflow. Just as John 6 verse 12 says, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted." You see, you may feel like a remnant, but you are not rejected. You may look like what's been used and set aside, but know that you are where God's glory rests. And just when you think your story has ended, He reveals His grace that begins where you thought it was finished. So dance right now in the middle of what has been lost, because you know what remains is enough for a miracle, not because of what is in your hands, but because of who holds you. God takes what others walk away from and builds altars. He takes leftovers and makes them sacred. Sometimes the most powerful beginnings is wrapped in what is rejected, and that's where you may find yourself today when you are left behind. But don't be mistaken. Just because something is left over doesn't mean it is left out of God's plan. When the applause dies, when the room empties, when the doors shut and the crowd forgets, that's when God steps in, not in pity but with purpose, and reveals that nothing He touches is wasted. So let us sit on the truth that we are not what is taken from us, but we are what remains in His hands. Yes, the kindness was taken. Yes, the love was withdrawn. Yes, the promises were broken and the gifts were called. But God has a way of building glory from the ground floor. He does more with what's left over than the world does with the whole. The leftover, the silent tears, the unnoticed efforts, the fragile hope. That's where God begins. He does not need perfection to pour. He just needs surrender, and sometimes all you have left is even surrender. Just as Isaiah 61 verse 3 says, He gives beauty for ashes, the oil of joy of mourning, and the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. We may be used to thinking that healing starts when everything is restored, but sometimes it begins when you stop running from the pieces. The left behind pieces that people say it's not enough, that lays in your empty hands. They are not a proof of lack, they are the invitation of grace. This is where the overflow begins. This is the half-full jar. This is your whispered prayers from the meal that fed thousands after Jesus blessed what remained. We are not surviving anymore, we are rising from what has been discarded. We are praising for what was delayed. We are praying not for what we lost, but for what God is about to multiply. And if you are in that place, the leftover place, you are not alone. God sees you, God honors you, God is working in it. And guess what? We have learned today that it's in that very place that we find our all refined. Our name is spoken with love. Our tears are bottled and transformed into testimony. So here we are today with nothing left in us. And here He is, the God we know, who is turning it into everything we need, and that is healing us from every brokenness. Amen.